Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. As you can see, I have Marina back. If you guys can remember the last video that I did with her, she did a remote view and I pulled cards and you could see the correlation and how they matched because she had no idea what the cards I was pulling because her eyes were closed and it collaborated what she was coming up with her when she was doing her remote view. So this one she's going to do a remote view and I'm going to do a remote view. So her remote view is going to be she's going to remote view the Christians and the people out here in the United States. How are they feeling about Trump's conviction, his felony, 34 felony convictions? And then I'm going to remote view the Secret Service that is surrounding him. And I'm going to see what they're seeing and how they're feeling and what they think about him going to jail or prison or whatever their plans are. I want to see if I can get any information about that. In the meantime, Marina is going to let us know how to get a hold of her, where to go to find her on her channel. Do you do any readings, all that happy stuff? And yeah, go for it, hun.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for having me back. I really enjoy doing these with you and reading with you and all that wonderful stuff. Love doing these. So, I do have a YouTube channel. It's called Heart Centered Tarot. You can visit me on YouTube or you can go visit my website, which is marinasheartcenteredtarot.com. Yeah, like this.
Good. All right.
Yeah. Um, And I do offer courses, classes, and so on. A lot of that information is on the website. I do personal readings as well. And you can book online or you can just send me an email and I can send you whatever information that you're looking for. Um, love doing the shows. I'm usually on several times a week, and the best way to know kind of what I'm up to is, yeah, go to YouTube, go into my community tabs. I'll usually at the Saturday or Sunday, I'll put up what I'm up to this week, right? And so you'll know the shows that are coming up and where you can catch me and what I'm doing. And that's it. I love this, love what I'm doing, love this community, and just kind of I revel in the support of this community. It just gives me energy and makes me feel good.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
That's
Yes.
always nice. So the cards that I'm going to be using tonight are the Indigo that I'm going to be pulling for the Indigo Mindful Oracle. And then I'm also and could be switching to my situational as well. It just kind of depends on how I feel. Like we were talking behind the scenes, I said we have developed intuition. We might as well use it. So whenever she is talking, I'll grab whatever deck I have and I'll fan it out and pick a card, right? So that you guys can see that I'm not picking through the deck.
Yes.
But
Yes,
anyways,
because yeah, it's very often they work together so well that if someone didn't realize, if they just tuned in, it's like, oh yeah, okay, yeah, this is
she's
fit.
just picking through
Yeah.
the deck. Yeah,
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah, that's what it is. So totally.
So what
Which
cards are
one?
you going to be using?
Um, I've got these sacred language of light, and yeah, we'll see what those have to say. Uh, and also, this is where did I get this? The Sacred Forest Oracle, because it talks. I like the imagery on these cards and a lot of the things that it has to say. So there's that, and then I also have these are Return of Spirit, and they're really good. They're all like fractals and whatnot. So
Okay. So
yeah,
now
that's
that
what I've got.
everybody knows the decks that we're going to be pulling for, and it'll be an intuition pool.
Yes.
When each one of us is doing, so we're only going to be doing two questions today and two remote views. So that should be plenty of, and then we're going to, after we're done with the remote, we'll pull cards on that remote to see the correlation, like the Rider-Waite ones, right? So we'll do
Yes.
that. Also, we were sitting there talking about like, all the cards that she has, and she mentioned she only has like what, 75, you say?
74.
75. And I
74.
and I was sitting there going, well, I might need to go to Tarot Cards Anonymous because I probably have at least 300. And you know what? More than likely, I have more than that because you know how many times I go through another box of mine because I moved. I was my husband was in the military, so we moved a lot. I'll go through another box or I'll go through another drawer that I kind of put stuff away, and I will find another tarot card.
I
Like,
know.
oh, I forgot about that one.
Yes. And I literally had to set up an Excel spreadsheet with the tarot and oracle cards that I have because what I found was I would I would see a deck and I would say, "Oh, I love that." And I'd order it.
Yep,
And it would come in and I'd start going through it and I go, this feels familiar. And then yeah, I would have to go search through my stuff and it's, oh yeah,
I've done
because I
that.
already have
I have to
it. I
admit,
did
I have
that.
bought the deck of cards twice.
Yes. Yeah. So that happened a couple times. And then I said, okay, that's it. I'm putting it on a spreadsheet so that when I see something that I really like, I can check and make sure that I don't already have it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. The problems, the high crimes and misdemeanors that we have, right, for
Yes.
with our decks.
Yes.
All right,
Exactly.
all right. So, hang in there, everybody. We'll be right back. All right, everyone. So I'm gonna let Marina take a deep breath, whatever she's got to do, to get ready to answer the question. The question is, Christians, how are they doing with Trump's conviction of 34 felonies?
All righty. So I'm seeing a field with a little bit of a raised mound, and it okay. Remember in some of the movies where you can see where Jesus is talking to the masses? Okay, it's kind of that kind of scene where there's a lot of people that are um, they're following the path and the group is kind of expanding as they're listening um, to this person speaking. And so initially they're very attentive. They're paying attention. They're absorbed. I see people looking at each other and sort of nodding their heads. And then we get to a group that are they're listening, but they're skeptical. It's like I see a group of men that are they have like walking sticks, staffs, and they're resting their arms on the staffs and they're listening, but they're not nearly as raptured by what they're hearing. And they're slowly kind of breaking away from the main group and they're going down a different path. And initially, the larger group of people are starting to look around. They're noticing that they're not as crowded as they used to be. They're not being pushed forward like they were before. They're finding that they have more room to maneuver. So they are looking around to see what's going on, and they're noticing that the, their number is getting smaller. They're not nearly as as many. And so a lot of them are confused. Okay, they've gone from paying attention to what is being said to looking confused as to what's going on around them, and they're not really paying attention to what the person that's leading them, what they're saying. Okay, so now I've got small little groups that are whispering. They're huddled together, and um, they're whispering amongst themselves, and they're no longer paying attention to what the main person is saying. They're it's almost like the back of the crowd is being pushed forward so that the people in the front can't see the people in the back leaving, but they're falling away. They're um they're very slowly retreating from where they were, and not really paying attention to what is being said. They don't mind pushing someone else forward so that they can hide the fact that they're retreating. And there's more whispering. And there's those that are right in the front that they're aware of the people leaving. They're aware that the number is getting smaller, but they're they're so focused on paying attention to what is being said that they're not paying attention to the people that are leaving. They are just absolutely focused on the speaker. And it's like, just there's, from this massive group of people, it's just getting less and less. They're walking away. Okay. All right. Okay. They're not there. They're they're questioning. Uh they're slowly backing away. They're um and they don't want to be seen as backing away. Their fear now is that um they need to get out of this situation. They need to back away from this, but not in a way that someone can call them out, like, "Hey Joe, where are you going? What happened? Why are you and your family leaving?"
I think that's what the reason why I had this one, the big fish, they're reeling them in, the ones that are talking,
Yeah.
the ones that are still listening, they're reeling them in, right?
Yes.
And the first one you were talking about the person on the mound, the spotlight.
Yes.
I came up for the person on the mound. And then you were talking about some people stop and they're ascending, they're paying it, they were like floating to the top,
Yeah.
trying to move away, floating, they're ascending to a higher
Yes.
thing. And then SOS was like they were confused. SOS was
Yes.
for when they were confused. But I got this one that says soulmate, and the soulmate, I think they were talking about the ones that were staying and the ones that were leaving. And I think
Yes.
they that is what they were the cards are talking about with a soulmate. Like ones are leaving, but they're
Yeah.
noticing, they're noticing in the big fish,
Yeah.
of course, at the end.
Yeah.
So
And the soulmate too could be that, I thought we were soulmates, but I'm finding out that maybe not.
yeah, they thought, yeah, they had a belief of a soulmate, and then
Yeah.
they're ascending. So let's throw three cards on Rider Waite cards on that remote view reading and see what we get.
All righty then. Wow.
Yeah.
It was the the energy was just such a started off as like a minor shift, with the guys kind of leaning on their staffs and just listening and going, I don't know. And then from that little imperceptible shift to, oh, I got to get out of here.
That's the ascension.
Yeah.
That's the moment, as little as it is, it's still ascension.
Yes.
Realizing this is not right. That's ascension.
Yes.
As baby steps as it may be, it may not be enough. And we all know, everybody's like, that's not enough. They should have did it longer. They should have been, we all know that. They should have been doing that a
Oh,
long, long time ago. But
yes. Okay. So
what do you got?
this is interesting. Let's start off with the Six of Swords, moving on to calmer waters, not willing to just kind of, be in the turmoil all the time. I then go to the Seven of Swords, where they feel that something has been taken from them, whether it's their innocence or it's like they have decided that they are standing up for what it is that they want. They're not just willing to follow. And my last card was Judgment. They're not only are they judging what they have done, but they're um, they're willing to stand in judgment for what they have done. They're willing to stand up and say, no, you know what? I think I was hoodwinked. Yeah, that's funny. Six of Swords, Seven of Swords, and Judgment. Yeah, they don't want any part of this.
Not any, well, mine is the Page of Swords. The Page of Swords is that beginning, that
Yeah.
understanding, realizing that this business rival, right? This deceitful person that's in front of them, the skilled or the manipulator, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's what that
Yes.
beginning of that is they're starting to realize how this person may or may not have deceived them, right? Because you know how they
Yes.
go, because this is their ego right here, the love that they had, the
Yes.
communication, and what's going on. But now they're in turmoil. They're fighting with the
Yeah.
insides of their love that they had and the partnership. They really are in turmoil on the inside. So the future of all, they're realizing he's a deceitful person. They
Yes.
have the fight, and then now they're internally conflicted within themselves about what's going on, which
Yeah. They were willing to believe that all of this was nothing but a witch hunt, and everything that he presented and said that it was. And they are seeing the conviction as, well, where there's smoke, there's fire. That's what I keep hearing. Where there's smoke, there's fire. There's they can see what he has done versus what Biden is doing. And they're seeing that, the effect of the Biden administration on their everyday life isn't nearly as bad as they're being told it is.
well, I don't know. Yeah, I agree with you. I think they probably have accepted a lot of things prior to today, that things are getting better, but they're never going to tell their friends about it. However,
Yes.
um, I think the one thing that is the math ain't mathin', right? And I usually don't
Yes.
say ain't, but I'm just doing it for dramatic effect. The math isn't mathin'. For one
Yeah.
thing, random 12 jurors. There is
Yes.
no way in any mathematical equation could a Democrat just literally throw out, what was it, 150 people, get a
Yes,
jury summons to be there, and then they have to whittle them down to 12. How mathematically can that really happen to make sure that that jury is all Democratic and he was going to be, I mean, the math isn't math in here.
exactly.
So I
No,
think maybe they're coming to that conclusion that that is the probability of that is astronomically small, if any probability that could have been. They could not have orchestrated that. And if they did orchestrate that, if they could orchestrate that, I want the Democrats to win forever.
exactly. Yeah, if they have that much power,
If they
right?
could really do that, but they can't,
Yes,
or we would be in a better position if they really could do
exactly.
that. If they had that much magical power, we would be in a much, much better place in this country.
Exactly. Exactly.
Okay,
Yeah,
so now you're going to do for me. So you're going to pull cards
absolutely.
whenever you're ready. Remember to pull them up here so that people see that you're not picking through the cards. And I know I always think that my integrity follows me throughout all of
I
my
know.
videos, but then there's always that one person that just joined a week ago that says, I haven't been with
Yes,
you the whole time. Can you prove to me that you're telling me the truth? I'm like, ah.
I know. I know. I know. I got you.
I'm going to take a deep breath and I'm going to be remote viewing the Secret Service. And I already got a picture. I have to tell you this picture before I go into my remote view. The picture I had was on a great big huge like tanker ship, and they let go the anchor to have, they put the anchor
Yep.
down into the water, let it go all the way down, and somebody comes by with a big axe and chops it.
Yeah.
That was the picture that I got right before I do this. So I just thought I'd tell you that before I go into, like, they literally chopped that anchor, that
Yeah.
board, like bam.
Mm, yeah.
Yeah, so
All right.
that was the biggest one. Okay, ready? I'm gonna take a deep breath.
Yes.
Whoa. Okay, so they're all there. This is funny. So you ever seen a great big huge person sitting in a little tiny chair in a kindergarten room, like the adults sitting in the kindergarten chairs? I see like 12 grown people, most of them are men. I don't see any women actually, all men in suits sitting in the kindergarten chair. I don't know why they pictured this with the kindergarten. Maybe it's representing this has never been done before. They literally have to go back to the drawing board or have to go back to kindergarten to begin this process of figuring it out. But they're all sitting there in their little chairs.
Mhm.
They're funny. Let's see. Who's teaching them? Okay. Okay, the picture that they showed me, I know this is not a real person, but the picture that they showed me is somebody who's wearing a white robe with a magic wand is sitting there showing them what they need to do, trying to go over the process, trying to create a plan. That is weird. Okay, let's continue on. They're all signing a contract of some sort. They're all reading something. And it's like if you agree or disagree or something, or maybe they're showing their contract like, this is in my contract, that is not. This is in my contract, that is not. They're all shaking their head like, no, no, we're not doing that. Hmm. So here's another thing is that you guys all know I see green. So these guys are surrounded in a haze of green. So I'm seeing tons and tons of green around them. They're getting mad. One guy pulled out his ear thing, pulled it out of his jacket, and threw it on the ground. Like, I'm done with this. This is stupid. Hmm. They're contemplating. They're drawing a line. Like, we stay on this side, we're not going that way. I've lived all of my life on this side, I'm not going over there. So I think that their plan is, and they keep on telling me over and over, they keep on touching my face. I don't know why that is. I keep on telling them to stop touching my face. Stop doing that. They're touching my face. I don't know if they know what I'm doing or if they feel me. I don't know, but they're touching my face. So anyways, they're saying, if he goes in, we're not going. I didn't sign up for that. This is not my job. This is not in my contract. This is not where we are. This is not who we are. I will not live on the inside. I will never live on the inside. And they're really trying to figure out what they're going to do if he actually has to go in. They have to come up with a plan, and there is no plan. It's like, Trump, you're gonna have to pay your own people. You're gonna have to do it. We're not going. That's interesting. Okay. So I'm coming back out of there. So that is done. I'm going to come back out. I'm trying to get some information about how they're feeling being around Trump so many times. Like, what do they really know? What do they really believe? They're showing me like a person who is working out in the field and their hands have calluses on them. They've had to work really, really hard to keep him safe. The calluses, that they're getting wore out, like medicine being put on their hands. Oh, I just saw pills, like everybody's like on like, taking nerve pills or something, but they're all of them are like, they've had to be put on medicine for this, swapped out. I just saw a revolving door, swapping out, swapping out, swapping out. Like, they can't put one person for a very long time in that position for a bit. They're swapping out. I didn't know that. But they keep a revolving door. Huh. They're not giving me their opinion or their thoughts. Or no. They're not giving me their opinions or thoughts. So, which makes sense. All right, I'm going to come up out of there. I think that's a lot of information. Feline, cat. What do you think that means?
Feline is, yeah, waiting for the right time to pounce. Yeah, this is, they're, okay. With some of the other cards that I got, yeah, absolutely. It makes sense. They are waiting for the right time to walk away. They know what is
Towing.
yeah, they they know what's happening and they're just ready, waiting for their time when they say, okay, I'm done. Boom. And then they leave. So I started off with the sacred language of light. And I actually pulled quite a few as you were talking. The first one that I got was sensitivity.
Mm.
And that paying attention to what it is that's going on around them, being picking up on some of the emotions and the turmoil that is around him, around Trump at right now. And then I got soul name. This is
When did you pull that
looking.
one? What was I talking about when I pulled it?
This was, yes, when you were talking about contracts. I didn't contract for this.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that yeah,
So
the
let me see
12
the
of them
card. Let me see
sitting,
the card again. Let me see the card. You're
yeah,
talking about
12
contracts
of them sitting around
name.
at the
Yeah.
table,
They're contracted.
right?
I didn't sign up for that. My soul name.
Yeah,
Perfect.
yes,
Okay. Okay,
yeah,
cool.
didn't sign up for that.
Yep.
Um, and right, and then you were talking about this is I'm going to be walking away, like I don't need this, right? And that's when I got the
Wellness.
wellness.
You're gonna choose life
They're
versus
going to
going in
choose,
prison. Yes.
yes,
Wellness.
exactly. Okay. I then went to the to another deck, and what I got, as you were talking about, um them making decisions and not wanting to follow along, um and that they were going to make their own decisions. I got simplicity.
Yeah.
This is, yeah, keeping it simple. Don't, we're not getting into, it's almost like this isn't a difficult decision for them to make.
Yeah, I like if
That,
I was a Secret Service, I had put all of my life into the integrity of my being and the job
yes,
that I'm doing. I'm not gonna go watch you in prison.
no,
That's
no,
the whole feeling. I
exactly.
felt like I am not. This is not my life. I have done everything that I can to be on this side. I will never go on that side. That was that line I kept on feeling.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, exactly. And the coming up with new ideas, you know, willing to say what they will and will not do. And I got the birthing card, and it was like, yes, that they know what needs to be done next. And they're not willing to, they're not willing to go through the labor pains of doing something that is not going to produce anything, right? I also got worthy.
Yes.
And this,
Their
yeah,
their integrity, their worth, their job, everything that
yes,
they have worked for in their life. They're like, there's no
yeah,
way.
no, no,
Like you gonna
exactly.
Trump, I got the epiphany that Trump will have to pay out of pocket to get people in there
Yes,
to go in there.
yes,
If the justice system will let them do that, because they may not have anybody in there to do that. They like a
exactly.
guard, right? Because they can't
Yes,
trust anybody else that's with Trump because he's a criminal.
exactly. Yeah.
So
And when you were talking about, the, them saying it, that, yeah, they're rotating in and out,
yes,
right? That they're not there for,
revolving door. Yeah.
yes, okay. And I got refuge.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. They can't handle it for very long.
No, no, it's their, they need to get out of that energy of constantly being,
Yeah.
yeah, the energy is just too much for them. So it's funny, I got refuge, and then as you were talking more about that, I also pulled sanctuary. Is That's why they need to rotate them, is because, the being in that energy is just really not good, for them mentally. That's why they're rotating in and out. And when you were talking um, at the very end, kind of what they were looking for, and I got passage
Yeah.
there.
Stones.
They are waiting for, a way out. They are, um, yeah, they're not willing to kind of, stick around on that boat that is not anchored into anything. It means it can go anywhere.
Yeah.
They're not, yeah, they're looking for passage off of that boat.
Yeah.
They're
Well,
not willing to do that
I got
anymore.
that feeling strongly. Like, no, I'm not going to be imprisoned with him. Like
Yes.
that's not their job. That's not their life. So let's throw three cards on that and see what we
Uh,
get, and then
Let me
we'll
put
call it a day, eh?
these.
Good job.
Yeah. Oh, that was good. I could feel what you were saying, and
Isn't that fascinating? Isn't
Yeah,
that
they're
interesting? I know.
yeah.
I think we just need to keep on going with these remote views, and I think everybody has it, and you do so good. So
Oh, thank
good.
you.
Yep.
I
I know.
I I
Yeah, you know, I
question
got it.
myself. I question myself, and then I have to stop myself and say, just, you know what?
Just go with it.
Just go
Somebody
with it.
understands what you're seeing. Somebody understands what you're seeing.
Yeah,
I have confidence. If I don't understand it, and sometimes hours later, I'm like, oh, that's what that meant.
that's what it is. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. What
Okay.
did you get?
Excuse me.
Oh God, Jiminy, Christmas.
Jiminy Christmas.
Go for it. I got three. I got three.
Oh,
Go for it.
okay. We start off with the emperor,
Mm-hmm.
and that, of course, is Donald himself, right? This is my way. I am the authority. I represent everything that is good and practical, and I'm the guy who's going to stand up for you. Just listen to me. Pay attention to me. I then get the Four of Swords. Like, no, people are walking away. They're not paying attention anymore. They're saying, listen, I did that rally I said I was going to be at. My mom said I'm not allowed to go. So, it's there. They are walking away and saying, no, no, I need to think about this. I can't do that anymore. And then followed up by the Four of Cups.
Empathy.
The here we're looking at what we've given up,
Yeah.
and on balance it doesn't add up. That we've given up a lot for you, and what are we getting in return? So yeah, this is, yeah, reassessment, completion. They're, yeah, feeling left out. Yeah, they do very much. Right, I gave you my last $5, and what I get for it? You're a convicted felon.
You put him right into prison with that. Woo!
Yeah, yeah. I I want
Okay,
my $5 back, dude.
right. I got defend your territory.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
got the defending of the territory, where the courage under fire, the protecting what's yours, and this is the reading on the Secret Service, right? These are the guys. These
yes,
are they're
yeah,
defending their territory, protecting what's theirs, their reputation, their livelihood, all of that, and they're worried. They really are
yes,
worried about they're worried. Their jobs are so stressful right now around him. They fully believe that probably somebody is after him. And it's not
yes,
usually I think, that they really think that and they may have been, nobody's talking about it or whatever, but they may have been. And I'm pretty sure that his own people is going to take him down,
mm-hmm.
right? They are really, really, really worried about this falling apart, all of this thing falling apart, him falling apart, the everything. They're really, really worried about that. So what I just got a picture that they're planning, and just in case there's another J6 situation, that
Yes,
they have to plan. That's also in their works, a planning of the tower. Like they are
yes,
so stressed out of what could happen that we don't even know about.
yeah,
They have more
yeah,
information.
yeah. They're
Woo!
yeah, they're doing worst case scenario.
Yeah.
And the phrase about, well, I'll take a bullet for the president. There's some of them who are saying, I don't know.
Like, no,
I
we're just gonna move aside.
Yeah,
That's
sorry.
their attitude. They're like, I didn't sign up for this. They keep on telling everyone, like, I didn't
Yeah,
sign up for this.
yeah,
I, and I bet you anything, there's probably one of them that went home, because I just got a picture of that. One of them went home, told his wife, and says, you know what? I did not sign up to protect a convicted felon.
yes,
I didn't sign up for that. And that's what the whole thing is I refuse to sign to protect a convicted felon. They know what
yes,
happened. They were in the courtroom.
not only were they in the courtroom, but they were there during a good portion of what was happening. They they know about all the lies. Oh
Yes.
yeah, the DOJ was out to assassinate me when they came in with this. That
Well, that's not,
yeah,
that, well, we
yeah,
all know.
yeah,
We all know that that was BS. Throwing, like we've said it before, and I've read it with other people. They are literally at their Hail Mary stage.
yes,
What's gonna stick? What's gonna fly? What's gonna kill?
yeah.
What's gonna get them? What's gonna get them mad? What's good? Blah, blah.
There's a lot of them in the GOP that can see the writing on the wall. They have gone this far. They really have no choice but to carry on
Yeah.
because they're working on the assumption that, well, someone is going to come by and save them. um the same people that believed in Trump in 2016 aren't there. They have seen what he has done. They have seen that, yeah, they might have sent him in with a mission to do this and this and this, and once he got in there, he totally forgot about what his job was, and he just went, oh hey, money, I can make extra money, okay.
No, no.
Yeah.
When you're saying that, you know what? At first, the thing, like they gave him a mission. This is what we need you
Yes,
to do. He agreed to it. He got in there and says, "Oh no, they have no idea who I am.
exactly.
They gave me power they didn't realize I was going to abuse."
Yep.
So he misled them of who he really, really, really was.
Yep.
Or
And yeah,
that they knew who he was and they thought that they could control
yeah. And you can't do that with narcissists. They
him.
are,
No.
it doesn't happen. So yeah, now there's a lot of people that did back him, that are, they've been painted with that Trump brush. They're not about to, just before an election, they're not about to say, oh yeah, we've all been hoodwinked. They got no choice but to carry on. But yeah, you just watch. After Biden is reelected, there is going to be a whole lot of GOP that are just going to say, you know what, I didn't sign up for this. I'm out of here. I'm not doing this anymore. I need to spend more time with my family. Like, yeah, just any old excuse to walk out. I'm too tired to continue fighting this.
Yeah.
Right?
There's
Yeah.
nothing left
And
after this one.
yes.
There's
Yeah.
absolutely nothing left.
No.
Trump is too old. Biden's too old to fight anymore. We're
Yes.
gonna have to rely on other people. But when Biden gets in, um, even if something does happen to him, we have a great backup. Her name is Kamala Harris.
Yes. Exactly.
We don't have to worry about Biden's age. Stop it. We have a great
Yes.
backup plan. That's why we picked her as
Exactly.
vice president.
Yes.
Scummy.
Exactly. Yeah. And they're going to know where to put up the guardrails, and they're going to have the people in place who are going to be willing to work on making the country better, instead of just being very loud, obnoxious, and spreading misinformation.
Well, I hope when they do get in, we get the presidency, we get the House, and we get the Senate.
Yes.
This is the thing that happens is they're going to start filling up those cracks in our
Yes.
democracy because there's a lot
Exactly.
of them, and they used every single opportunity to go down each and every crack
Yep.
in our democracy.
Yep.
So, all
Absolutely.
right, on
Oh,
the that's too long. Thank you so much. And until the next one, I will talk to you later. I think I'm going to be on with Colleen. Is it Colleen?
yeah. Colleen the Cool Crumb.
Yep, tomorrow evening on her show. And tonight, I don't know when I'm posting this. I don't know if I'm posting this today or tomorrow.
Whatever.
Anyways, I'll be on Hogarth. So if you're watching this and I've already posted it after Hogarth, go back and watch Hogarth. If I'm posting this
Yes.
before Hogarth, then go watch Hogarth.
Whatever you do, just tune in, like,
It's
share,
probably gonna be
subscribe. Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably gonna be after Hogarth because I only have about an hour and it takes a little time to upload and all that. So, all right,
Yeah.
everyone.
Pleasure as always. All right. See you later. Bye.
Bye.